Assalamu alaikum dear students. Let us continue with the topic optics. So far we have studied the refraction of light, then we have studied the concept of total internal refraction. Now let's move further to the another concept called as dispersion. You all are familiar with this word dispersion of light. What is mean by disperse? Dispersion means separation. You might have seen the phenomena of formation of rainbow. From this we will come to know that white light is consisting of 7 different colors. Similarly, whenever a white light passes through the denser medium just like glass or water, as white light is a combination of 7 different colors, so these different colors travels with the different velocities inside a denser medium, and henceforth they will be refracted through a different angle of refraction. So their direction of motion inside the denser medium will be different. So in this way they will be separated. You might have seen the formation of spectrum of a white light from a prism. So dispersion means separation of white light into its constituent color. You all know that white light is a combination of 7 different colors. This is called as VIBGYOR. Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. So denser medium will have the ability to separate these colors. This ability of a denser medium is also called as dispersive power, that we will come to learn in another lecture later on. Today we will have the concept of dispersion of light. So let us consider one denser medium. It is a glass slab. You can consider that this is a glass slab. It is transparent. You all know that it is transparent, and here we have taken a white light. I cannot show it with a white color because both the white color will overlap with each other. So here I have shown this white beam of light with a black color. So this is our white color light. Whenever this white color light incident on the surface of a denser medium, here the angle of incidence. So we have taken this surface into account. You can say that this is XY. So this is our refracting surface on which we will have to observe the phenomena of refraction. So you all know that each and every color, different color of light is due to different wavelength of this constituent color. All this color are having a different wavelength. Red color, out of these 7 color, red color is having a maximum wavelength, while the violet color is having a minimum wavelength. So whenever this combined white light of these color falls onto the denser medium, each and every color travels with the different velocity. As you all know, we have the formula of refractive index in terms of a velocity of light. Refractive index is nothing but velocity of light in air divided by velocity of light in denser medium. So as these colors are having different wavelength, so they all are having different velocities in a denser medium. And fortunately, red color is again having a maximum velocity inside a denser medium, and violet color is having a minimum velocity. Means velocity of, we all know that velocity of light in rarer medium is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. Whenever this white light enters on the surface of a denser medium, before it enters, it travels with the speed 3 into 10 raised to 8. Now at this point of incidence, what will happen, as it is a combination of a different color, they all are traveling with a different velocities. out of which red color inside the air, all the colors will have the same velocity, 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. In rarer medium, all the color will have the same velocity. But inside a denser medium, red color travels with the maximum speed. So this medium, denser medium, is just like a hurdle in the path of a light ray. If this denser medium is absent, you will see that the light ray would have gone straight. This I have drawn this direction of the original direction with a dotted line over here. In the absence of a glass slab, this white light will remain white only and it will travel a straight line path. But if there is a denser medium, at this point of incidence, the different color will travel with the different velocity. Red color, we all know that whenever light ray passes from rarer medium to denser medium, it bends towards the normal. Means angle of refraction will be smaller than the angle of incidence. All the color will travel with the speed less than 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second inside a glass medium. Out of these 7 color, this red color is having the maximum velocity. Whatever be the velocity that we are going to calculate it out. Now, so here the red color is moving with the fastest speed, so that is why there is a less deviation in the path. As you can see, it is the original path. There is a minimum deviation in the red color, while the violet color travels with the minimum velocity, so it deviates more. And rest of the color will lies in between this red and violet, which I have not drawn over here. Otherwise, there are total 7 colors, so that you will get the spectrum of this 7 color. You might have seen this 7 color through a glass slab. If you want to see more distinct pattern, you'll have to see this spectrum through the prism that we will study later on. So here, what has happened over here? All these 7 colors are being separated, they are being dispersed. So this is called as dispersion of light. Dispersion means splitting of white light. Obviously, the main process over here is refraction only. But this refraction is different for different color of light. So that is why all the color appears to be separated from each other. Through the glass slab, you will not be able to get the separated, well-designed pattern will not be obtained over here. But you can see there are few colors. They will not be very much separated, but you can see the satisfactory result over here. You can see 7 colors. But if you want to measure the width of this color, you will have to obtain the spectrum pattern from prism. Nevertheless, as the glass medium, as this denser medium is going to disperse a white light into its constituent color, this process is called as dispersion, and its basic concept is based on the refraction only, as all the colors are being deviated from their original path, and all these colors are deviated through a different angle. So this deviation means change in the path. This was the original path and this is the change path of these 7 colors. So how much the light ray has been deviated from its original path, that is measured in 2 different ways. One is in the form of angle and the second one is in the form of a vertical distance, that is called as lateral deviation. So you can measure, as you can see that angle of incidence over here is I. This is our red color and this is our violet color, and rest of the colors are in between. So what is deviation? Deviation is the angle between refracted ray and the original direction. So this is the angle of deviation for red color. Similarly, angle of deviation for violet color is this much. So, an angular separation, suppose the angle of deviation for red color, as I told you that red color is going to suffer minimum deviation. So, suppose the angle of deviation for red color is 10 degree. And suppose the angle of deviation for violet color over here is 70 degree. Then what is the angular separation between these two rays, violet and red? So angular separation from this two numbers, you can easily say that the angular separation between these two rays is 70 minus 10, which is nothing but 60. So how you have calculated? You have subtracted the lower angle minus you have subtracted the lower angle from the higher angle, means delta V minus delta R. So this is called as angular separation or angular dispersion. So in this way also you can calculate the extent of dispersion of any denser medium. Another method to measure the dispersion of light, that is called as lateral dispersion or lateral deviation. Lateral means sidewise. Lateral deviation or lateral dispersion. Let us see what is the meaning of this lateral dispersion and lateral deviation. So here what we have done, we have taken one glass slab. One glass slab is taken over here. How the distance, lateral means sidewise. Please keep it in mind that lateral means sidewise. So sidewise, how you will measure the deviation of the rays of light? Consider a glass slab over here. I have taken a glass slab. Its width is almost equal to 5 centimeter. Now let us consider a white beam of light. This white beam of light, it is having a point of incidence on the surface of a denser medium as A. Now whenever this light ray passes from rarer medium to denser medium, as we all know that it is a white light, it is a multichromatic light, so all the colors are going to be separated at this point. All the color will travel with the different velocity, or you can say all the color will travel with the speed less than 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. So nevertheless, red color is having the highest velocity. So I have drawn the original direction of a light ray. This dotted line is the original direction of a light ray in the absence of a glass slab. Then we are not going to draw all the color. We will only draw the two extreme colors of the spectrum, that is red and violet. Red color travels with the maximum velocity, so it is very less deviated from the original path. And here I have drawn the violet color ray. Violet color is traveling with the minimum velocity, so it will suffer from maximum deviation from the original line path. Let RV, small RV is the angle of refraction, angle between normal and the refracted ray. Of which color? It is a violet color. So refracted ray of violet color and the normal, they are making a certain angle. This angle is RV. Similarly, angle of refraction for red color, it is the angle between normal and the red color refracted beam of white light. So this angle is RR, refracted angle for red color. Now, as this light ray gets separated into red to violet spectrum, all this are going to strike the another surface of a glass slab. As you can see, this is the another surface of a glass slab. Now from these two points V and R, the rays now they are going to come out of the glass slab. So as we all know that whenever light ray passes from denser medium to rarer medium, it is going to move away from the normal. So all the light rays are moving away from the normal, and you will be surprised to see that the original direction of a light ray and the two extreme color, red and violet color, in between this red color and violet color you will have those 5 colors. So original direction and this spectrum light all are going to emerge out parallel from the glass slab. They all are parallel to each other. So once you see, this is the original direction and this is the emergent direction. This is the direction, means the light ray is not following this path. They are emerging in a different direction, and so there is a distance between original direction and the emergent ray. These emergent ray, they will be quite separated from each other. So this is, you can say that this is a sidewise deviation. Distance between this original ray and the red color emergent ray of red color is called as lateral deviation for red color. So I have marked it out. So how you are going to come to know that this is a lateral deviation? For that, you'll have to measure this perpendicular distance between red color and original direction. Similarly, to measure the lateral distance between violet color and the original direction, you'll have to draw one perpendicular from violet color to the original direction. This distance is going to give rise lateral deviation of violet color. Similarly, lateral deviation of these two, red and violet, is LV minus LR. This LR represent what? Lateral deviation of red color. LV represent lateral deviation for violet color. So if, as I told you that violet color will suffer from maximum deviation, so this lateral deviation is also maximum. Last color is violet here, first color is red. It is more close to the incident beam. So LV represent the lateral deviation of violet color and LR represent the lateral deviation for red color. So let's see how it is going to define lateral dispersion. Perpendicular distance between the direction of incident ray and respective direction of dispersed emergent ray. Means if the emergent ray is of violet color, then the lateral deviation means this perpendicular distance is taken from the violet color to the original ray. It is denoted as LV. And if the respective ray is of red color, then this is a perpendicular distance from red color. This is a perpendicular from red color to the original direction. I have drawn this perpendicular and it is denoted as LR. So hope you all have understood the concept of lateral dispersion. Now let us solve one example on it. This is the example number 8 of your textbook. Let's read it out. A fine beam of white light incident upon a longer side of a plain parallel glass slab of breadth 5 centimeter. Our example is based on this diagram only. So one fine beam of white light, it is incident on a longer side of a plain parallel. This is a parallel glass slab of breadth 5 centimeter. It is having a breadth 5 centimeter and the angle of incidence over here I is 60. Now calculate lateral deviation of red color and violet color and lateral dispersion between them. Means you'll have to calculate LV minus LR. Provided that refractive index of a glass for red color is 1.51 and refractive index for violet color is 1.53. As I told you that different color travels with the different velocity, so all the color will find different refractive index for the same glass slab. So here what we will have to do, you have been given angle of incidence, you have been given the width of a glass slab, you have been given the refractive indices for a glass for these two extreme colors, red and violet. You just have to calculate this distance LV, LR. Side lateral deviation means you'll have to calculate, as well as you'll have to calculate the lateral dispersion between them, means LV minus LR, or you can say lateral separation. So let's have the solution. In this diagram, point A is a point of incidence over here. Violet color at the lower end of a glass slab is marked with V and red color is marked with R. So AV and AR represent the refracted ray of violet color and refracted ray of red color respectively. So this distance, if I draw a perpendicular from violet color to the original direction VM, this VM represent what? It is the lateral deviation of violet color. So VM is equal to LV. Similarly, if I draw a perpendicular from red color to the original direction, this distance RT, it is a perpendicular drawn from red color to the original direction. RT is the perpendicular. It is nothing but the lateral deviation for red color. So this VM and RT denotes the two lateral deviations, and LVR, this is LVR, mean the distance between red and violet rays is LVR. It is nothing but LV minus LR. This LV minus LR is going to give rise this distance. So LV minus LR is lateral dispersion from the diagram. These are the information that we have already provided. We have drawn in the diagram. Now let's see the solution. What are the given thing here? Given thing, refractive index is denoted as N. So refractive index for red color is 1.51. Refractive index for violet color is 1.53, and the angle of incidence I is 60 degree here. Now how you are going to solve it? See, if you measure this distance AN from the triangle here, ANV, it's a right angle triangle, you'll have to measure this VM and RT. So how you can measure the VM and RT? First and foremost thing, you have been given the angle of incidence. You can easily determine the angle of refraction for red and violet color. So let's find out the angle of refraction. We all know that sin I upon sin R is a formula of refractive index. So sin I upon sin R is refractive index. We all know that. Then sin R and refractive index, you can interchange their position. Sin R will become sin I upon refractive index. So here I have written sin R means sine of the refractive angle for red color is equal to sin I upon refractive index of red color. You have been provided the value sin 60 and 1.51 is the refractive index for red color. So once you calculate this ratio comes out to be 0.5735, and in your logarithmic table you'll have to search this value in the mantissa column to get the value of our natural sine table. In a natural sine table, when you search this value comes in the angle 35 degree. So angle of refraction for red color is 35 degree. This angle of refraction, angle between incident ray, this angle is 35 degree. Now let us calculate angle of refraction for violet color. From the same formula, sine of RV can be written as sin I upon NV. As we all know that it is I is 60 and NV is refractive index is 1.53 for violet color. So sin 60 upon 1.53. This ratio comes out to be equal to 0.566. In the same way, you'll have to search this value in the mantissa column of natural sine table. This value will come in the angle 34 degree 28 minute. So with these value, as you have calculated angle of refraction for the red color, we have calculated the angle of refraction for the red color and the angle of refraction for violet color. Then what is the deviation angle? Original angle was 60. Red color appears to be at 35 degree and violet color appears to be at 34 degree. Then what is the angle of deviation? By what angle this color ray has been deviated? So it is nothing but I minus RR. I minus RR is going to give rise angle of incidence. This total angle is equal to angle of incidence 60 degree. But the red color is 35 degree. By how much angle the red color has been deviated? Deviation is 25 degree. So this angle of deviation for red color is I minus RV, and it comes out to be equal to 25 degree. Similarly, angle of deviation for the entire violet color. Angle of deviation for the violet color is I minus RV. So I minus RV, how you are going to calculate it out? I minus RV is this much. This I minus RV is 25 degree and 32 minutes. Means this value 34 degree 28 minute is to be subtracted from 60 degree. First you'll have to write this 60 degree in terms of degree as well as minute. As I told you that 60 degree is nothing but 59 degree and 60 minutes. This total will be exactly equal to 60 degree. So 59 degree and 60 minute is nothing but our 60 degree angle. So 60 degree angle, from the 60 degree angle you'll have to subtract this value 34 degree 28 minute. You will get 25 degree 32 minutes. So here we are having two deviation angle as well. Now let us calculate AR. AR, this line. AR, refracted ray for red color. So from the diagram, we all know that AR is nothing but AN upon cos of RR, as cos of this angle RR. Cos of this angle is adjacent upon hypotenuse. So adjacent is AN and hypotenuse is AR. Cos of, from this diagram we can write cos of RR is equal to adjacent is AN upon hypotenuse is AR. So adjacent. So if you want to take the value of AN is equal AR will become AN upon cos of RR. Once you calculate this value, it comes out to be equal to 6.104 centimeter. AR is equal to AN upon cos VR, and from the same formula we will calculate 6.104 centimeter is the value of AR. Similarly, let us calculate AV. It is AN upon cos of RV, and it comes out to be equal to 6.63 centimeter. It's up to the calculation how fast you are going to calculate. So AR and AV can be easily calculated. Now let us find out LR is equal to LR. We all know that LR is nothing but RT. This side. Now take this angle into account. LR is nothing but RT. RT is the opposite side of this angle I minus RV. I minus RR. This is the opposite side of this angle. So it is opposite upon hypotenuse. RT is angle I minus RR. Sine of I minus RR is opposite upon hypotenuse. So from this triangle we can write RT is equal to AR sine of I minus RR, and this value comes out to be equal to 2.58 centimeter. In the same way we can calculate LV, which is equal to VM. VM is equal to AV sine of I minus RV. Once you calculate it, this value comes out to be equal to 2.613 centimeter. Hence, the lateral dispersion LVR is LV minus LR. Substitute the value of LV and LR. You are going to get 0.033 centimeter, and convert it into meter. You are going to get 0.33 mm. So in this way the problem will be solved. In the next lecture we are going to study the dispersion from prism. Let's stop here.